Good
Ciao.
morning. Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Good to see you.
You too. How are you holding up?
Well, 40 days, hair are growing,
Yeah.
Hair are
Yeah, I
growing.
got the beard growing in too. So
But,
it hasn't been 40 days here. It's been about what, 20, about 30 days, I'd say, since we closed the restaurant. So
yeah, I know it's quite hard, but, as far as we are fine and healthy, I think
good.
it's already good. Same
That's
as
the
you, I
most
guess.
important thing. That's the most important thing.
I was saying to our friends that we met last year when we did Sapore Italiano.
Yeah.
Basically is a TV show on the Italian Food Network where with a chef I go around tasting Italian food. And we met Steve at Rossoblu, because Rossoblu is a soccer team.
Right.
In Italy.
Yes.
That's why you pick up that name, right?
Yeah, well, my mom's from Bologna, so I used to spend my summers in Bologna, and it's the soccer team from Bologna. But it's also Bologna Rosso, Los Angeles Blue. So
yeah, because LA has the same colors, right?
Well, they have the blue, the Dodgers. See,
yeah,
Dodgers.
I see you're quite a fan, right?
Yeah.
So I was saying that your restaurant is very interesting because the design is beautiful. You don't expect it's not the typical Italian restaurant that you can expect in America. It's very chic and contemporary, kind of cool.
Yeah.
And so Rossoblu is Catania as well, there are saying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, viva Catania.
Are
My
you from
best
Catania?
friend is from Catania. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I spent some time in Ragù, so Catania.
Bello.
Nice. I got somebody here who's curious.
Ciao. Hi there. What's your name?
Luca.
Luca. Ciao, Luca. Italian name.
Yeah. All right, now he's on to something else.
No, don't worry. We like this, this surprise, because this is the beauty of those times. They are hard, but they are very spontaneous. So,
right. Yeah, we're all together here in the apartment together. So
how many children do you have?
Just two. He has a twin sister. Luca has a twin sister named Gaia. Luca and Gaia.
Right.
Yeah. She's
Luca
still
Gaia.
sleeping. She's a sleeper.
Yeah, because it's 9:30 in the morning.
9:30.
Yeah. 9:45. Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you got your breakfast already?
No, not yet. I'm just drinking my coffee right now. I'm gonna have breakfast after we speak.
Okay, next time we talk about coffee, but this time, we need to talk about pasta.
Okay.
So I know it's quite early to prepare a pasta, but if we come tonight for dinner at your home, it would be great. But in another time, maybe one day we can. Which part of LA do you live?
We live in West Los Angeles. It's called Playa Vista. It's kind of near Marina del Rey.
Oh, nice.
Between Marina del Rey and the airport. LAX.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you far from the beach?
No, not very far at all. About a mile.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
How's the weather?
It's beautiful today. It's been the last few days have been really nice. So yeah.
So it's helping a little bit, even if we can't go out so much. But
I try to go out and go for a run or something just to feel the fresh air at least once a day.
And so, what kind of pasta would you cook for us?
Probably the tagliatelle al ragù. That's the staple, we serve traditional Bolognese food. We have Spolino, Francesco Allegro, who learned how to make pasta in Bologna.
Yeah. I remember the guy,
Yeah. So he makes all our pasta for us at the restaurant, just with all mozzarella.
By hand, eh?
Yeah,
all by hand.
Everything by hand, yeah. Mixes it all by hand, rolls it all out by hand, just like my nonna used to do, but he does it a lot faster than she did.
What's her name of your nonna? Your grandma?
Olympia.
Nice.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. So she was teaching you how to do pasta?
I should have paid more attention, but she would do it every morning. So
yeah. It's so typical in Italy when you wake up and you have your nonna or your nonno, depends, cooking something. It's so belonging to our life, to our culture. So you do, but what is the secret of your ragu? How is the procedure to create a great ragu?
I think a couple of mistakes that people make is they add too much tomato sauce.
Right. Okay.
So we don't use a lot of tomato at all. It should be more about the meat than the tomato. And then, you know, especially here in the U.S., people put too much sauce for the pasta. It should be more about the pasta. The sauce should just complement the pasta. So not too much tomato and not too much sauce on the pasta.
So if we don't do pasta at home and we buy tagliatelle, for example, then we have tagliatelle. Okay, we boiled the pasta. All right. But what is the point? How you do the ragu? What is how do you do the recipe exactly? If you know, like we are on the phone and you have to guide me on doing that, how would you do that?
Well, you start with the diced carrots, onions, and celery, and you cook that down, and then you season it every step. So just salt and pepper. After that, we add a little bit of tomato paste, and then the meat. We use a mixture of pork and beef.
Yeah.
But I like it on a coarser grind. So if you can ask the butcher to do a coarse grind. Right. They also call it here in the U.S. They call it a chili grind for when you make chili. So if you ask for a chili grind, it comes out nicer than if it's a really finely ground meat. Add that, brown it, season it up nicely. Again, salt and pepper. Then white wine. Then a little more tomato and some meat stock or chicken stock or even just a little water and let it cook for about 3 hours or so.
Very small flame, right?
Yeah, very low simmer until it's just to develop the flavors. And one thing at the restaurant that we do, since we use a lot of mortadella, prosciutto, and Parmigiano Reggiano, we always have the ends of the ends of the Parmesan, the rind. So I throw that in also, and the ends of the mortadella and prosciutto, we grind that up and add that to the ragu. Yeah,
I remember your ragu is very, very nice. Even Emanuele, the guy that I was doing the TV show with me, that is a chef in Moscow.
Right.
We were a kind, Italians are always like, ragu in Los Angeles. And then it was the real good one. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, well,
someone say, Julia says, I use pork, beef, and veal. It's okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah,
so we cook for 3 hours.
Cook for 3 hours. Then, and the only herb that we use is our bay leaves. Just a few bay leaves. Okay. So then the Parmesan rinds. And then at the end, nutmeg, freshly grated nutmeg. Now, some people, my nonna actually used milk in her ragu. We don't use milk. So I know some people in Bologna use milk, other people don't. But that's it. And then when we pick it up, we just, cook the pasta in salted water and add it to a pan and toss it. And, here she is. And then...
Gaia, she's woke up. Hello, Gaia. Hi there.
Hey, hi, Maddalena.
I'm in Italy. Ciao.
She's in Italy.
Yeah.
So then just and we use a little grated Parmigiano Reggiano. Some people in Bologna don't even use cheese, I guess, but I always grew up adding cheese to it.
Yeah, there are different theories, but it's true that some people don't and some other, but we do what. The important thing is true, but to keep the pasta as an ingredient, so it doesn't have to be so covered of sauce, otherwise you taste the pasta.
Yes, it all should be about the quality of the pasta. You should be able to taste it. Obviously the Bolognese style pasta, it's not going to be it's still going to have a little tooth to it, but you want to cook it till it's cooked all the way through, unlike a dried semolina style pasta. You want the al dente. With the egg and flour pasta, it's not necessarily cooked the same way. It's cooked a little more.
Okay, so if we come to your restaurant, first thing to ask for is ragu. And what else? What is the typical... Next time we're going to be in LA when time will be different, of course.
Yeah, hopefully sooner than later. But we have a great, my best friend in Bologna, Corradino, his mom, her name's Valbruna. She's a great cook, and she taught me some dishes. She taught me how to make this eggplant dish where it's just thinly sliced eggplant that's cooked really quickly, then marinated in olive oil, and served with a tomato, really reduced tomato sugo and Parmigiano Reggiano and basil. It's really good. It's like people who don't like eggplant even say, "Oh, that's so good." We call it Valbruna's eggplant on the menu. So all the best dishes are like the nonna dishes. My mom taught me a lot of how to cook. So she has a dish that she taught me. It's the minestra nel sacco. It's just brodo, and we cook like a big impasto with Parmigiano, flour, eggs, and you cook it into a big ball and then cool it and cut it into little cubes, and then heat it back up in the broth. So that's delicious too. And we have a big wood.
Sorry, they were asking, do you crush any tomatoes in the ragu?
Yeah, we use some tomato, but not a lot. Like we do, so we go through a lot of ragu at the restaurant. So we do like 100-pound batches of ragu.
Wow.
And for that, we'll maybe use just 2 cans of tomato. We don't use a lot of tomato at all.
All right.
I mean, you can tell that it shouldn't be like red and tomatoey, the ragu. The ragu should be like almost like a brownish red, like a rust color, I would say, as opposed to it shouldn't be like, you shouldn't be eating a tomato sauce at all. It should be a meat sauce for sure.
Meat sauce with a red meat sauce, we can say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like some people they'll say ragu bianco, and the ragu, it's not an actual white ragu. It's just a ragu without any tomato in it. So
but it's not the same thing of Bolognese, because you have to say that in Italy we don't really have a Bolognese sauce.
Right.
Can we say that finally at the end?
Sure.
But I mean, it's okay if in other countries, like in America, they invent Bolognese sauce. We are okay with that. But in Italy, doesn't really exist a Bolognese sauce. Am I right? Or
right.
For us, Bolognese sauce is ragu, because the ragu comes from the But someone was asking before. Okay, Steve, I hope to see you soon in LA.
Thanks, Maddalena. Yes.
And I hope you guys be able to come to Italy.
Yeah, I'd love to. I miss the opportunity, even if I haven't been in a few years, but I just miss the opportunity. If I want to go, I can go. So we plan on coming soon. Yeah.
But we have to keep going and be safe and have a great day. And talk to you soon.
Bye.
Ciao, grazie. Ciao. Thank you, guys. And tomorrow we're going to have another chef from California. It's Matthew Kinney. And thank you to you guys for being with us. Thank you, Julia, for the questions. And tomorrow we're going to have Matthew Kinney, that is a vegan chef. So we're going to do a pasta, very, very vegan, for those who prefer to eat veggies. And I wait for you at same time, 12:30 East Coast and 9:30 West Coast. A big kiss from Italy. Ciao.